Hello my friends, and happy Valentine's Day. So today is Tuesday, February 14th, and it is Valentine's Day. So I may not get anybody on here because everyone may be enjoying their Valentine's Day with their significant others and their kids, but hey, I am single, so I'm on, and if you're on, say hi. If you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay. I am streaming this both to my VIP page tonight and to my YouTube channel. So, just so you know. All right, we are going to do a couple of things tonight. So first off, we are going to make a heart-shaped pizza. We're going to cheat a bit. We're going to cut up some peppers, and I'm going to show you a neat, hopefully it's going to work, a neat trick that I found. Like I said, hopefully it's going to work. We're going to try this. Might need a smaller knife, but let's see. So we're going to make a pizza. We're going to make actually two heart-shaped pizzas, and we're going to use some leftover dips from the other night. We're going to use those to create our sauce or our base, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just trying to take out the core of this without slicing into the pepper. It's probably not going to work the way I saw it on the video that I watched, but we're going to try. All right. So, I think it's undone there. Unstuck. So I'm just really trying to get the seeds out. Once I get the seeds out, I am going to put my knife in, and I'm just going to cut the ribs of the pepper. Now, I don't need to do that. Actually, I'm not going to do that. So, we are going to just now, where is it? I thought I had my other cutting board under there, but I'm not sure where it is. So, we're just going to slice this pepper thinly, and we're going to hope that we get just some decorative slices that don't have a whole lot of seeds in them. That's what I'm hoping for. Nothing too thin, because you don't want to lose the integrity of the pepper. You want to keep it all intact, and you really kind of want to clean those seeds out, but we're going to do that momentarily. So that one broke. We're not going to use that. This is just, today is all about love, right? So just showing your family some love on Valentine's Day. So just making some things that look, even though we still don't have a whole lot of time, we're just trying to take a little bit of extra time in prep to make them feel special. And because I'm single, I'm just doing it to make me feel special. So, all right. So, I've got about enough pepper there, I think, for what I want to do. I'm going to put that pepper aside, and I'm going to use the rest of it one night this week. All right. So, we have some pepper rings. We have, which I'm going to just set over there. We have some mushrooms we want to cut up. And we have some red onion. So as soon as I get those all cut up, I'm going to get this frying pan up and running here. And again, I'm not going to make my mushrooms look real fancy. I'm just slicing them because, you know, there's not a lot you could do with mushrooms. And hey, I do want to eat sometime tonight. I didn't take all day to prep this, so yeah. All right. Now, we can still make it look pretty, I promise. Now, I haven't got a whole lot of mushrooms because I'm not doing some big pizzas. I'm just doing some little heart-shaped pizzas in the oven. So that's about enough That's almost enough mushrooms. Let's get one more sliced up here. Mushrooms are one of those things that they just tend to go down to just about nothing. So you always think that you've got enough, and then you don't. All right, I sliced the wrong end off my onion here, but that's okay. I'm just using 1/4 of this onion. So I'm gonna put that in there. And I got a mess here. So, all right, so how was your Valentine's Day? Have you done anything special? Did you get chocolates? Did you get flowers? Did you get an I love you from someone special? I had a good Valentine's Day. If you haven't had a chance to read my blog, I did copy it off to my page. I just showed myself a little bit of self-love today and gave myself a break from trying to be absolutely perfect. So that was my way of showing myself some self-love today. All right, so we have some onion and some mushrooms and some peppers that are going to go into our pot. So we're going to get this working. And I'm turning it medium-low because I really don't want to scorch anything. But I do want to get some butter into the pan. Maybe not the right choice. I need my flipper. There we go. Okay, let's get the butter into the pan. And then we're going to get that heated up. We're gonna toss in our, as soon as that butter melts a little bit, I'm going to toss in peppers and my mushrooms and get those all working. Okay. All right, that's melted a little bit. Enough for me to get this in there. So we're gonna get our mushrooms in there. And we're gonna get our onions in there. And because this is going into the oven, really not worried about it being, like really not worried about cooking down my veggies to the point of complete doneness, because they are going to cook somewhat in the oven as well. I keep seeing smoke here. I'm not sure if my burner, if there's something on the bottom of my, oh, you know what it is. It's the reflection of the fan in the burner. That's what it is. It's not smoke. All right. I'm having a blonde moment. All right. We have some people on, which I'm surprised, but we have, I'm not sure who's on. Let's see. All right. In goes the seeds. And let's get this put away. All right. Who do we have on here tonight? Hi Brenda, hi Carol. All right, so we have somewhere down here. So I am going to cheat somewhat. I'm not making a pizza crust tonight. I'm going to use our Naan breads again, which if you've watched me, you know that I like to use these. And I'm going to cut them with my scissors into heart shapes. They're probably not going to be overly pretty, I guarantee that, and they're not going to be perfect, but hopefully they're going to somewhat resemble a heart. Let's try. Okay, so if I read this correctly, I need to put a little V at the top, kind of a rounded V, and round that out. And then from the bottom, we're just going to go up. on a little bit of a straight angle. And this side's going to be fun because Kim is left-handed, so no laughing. All right, so there's our first heart-shaped naan. And save your bits and pieces because you can use them as dippers in your, if you have any leftover dip. So we're going to put that up there. And we'll try another one. I don't think it really matters where I cut because the first cut is the deepest. All right, so round that heart a bit. Then we're gonna go up from the bottom, kind of on a straight, and just kind of give it a little bit of a, nope, left-handed, so down, and you get the picture. All right, there's my second heart. So we have 2 heart-shaped pizzas. Hopefully, they're both gonna fit on this pan, and probably not. So we're gonna grab another pan out from underneath here because I don't want to overcrowd them. Put those over here. Grab another pan. All right, we got 2 pans here. So one we are going to do one of our heart-shaped pizzas, and the other one we're going to do our other heart-shaped pizza. All right, try that on there like that. Let's give these a stir because my onions, and I think those are pretty much done. So my mushrooms and my onions and my peppers have all been sauteed, so they're pretty much done there. Now, the only thing I had left that I wanted to throw in there was a piece of ham. So I want to throw in some, it's just a slice of maple wood smoked ham. It's going in because we're going to use that on one of our pizzas. All right, so I have a knife here. So one of our pizzas we are going to use our extraordinary cheese dip that we have left over. And I'm just going to spread it on as the base. There's some cheese in there. There's some CCB, some lemon dill, some 3 onions. So it's going to be a delicious pizza base. We have used it. Carol and I have done pizzas before with this base on it. And yeah, it always turns out really good. So that's our base for pizza A. And this pizza is going to have, out of the fridge, some leftover. So it's going to have some pineapple and ham. And we're just going to use the leftover pineapple that I had in the fridge because it's a good way to use up your leftovers. So some pineapple, trying to avoid the juice. That ham is already cooked, so I'm just trying to take the chill off of it and just trying to get it a little bit colored, let's say. All right, let's set that up on top of there. The second one, we're going to use our buffalo chicken, cheese dip that was left over. So we're going to use that as a base. And this one's just going to have our peppers and our onions and our mushrooms as a topping. So there's no meat required because the meat is actually in the sauce. This was just a wild idea to use up that buffalo chicken dip. I sent some of it home with a friend, but I still had plenty left over in the fridge. So, thinking that I needed to get it used up, so I thought, hey, why not? Let's put it on our pizza tonight, and hey, it should be delicious. All right, so there's our buffalo chicken cheese dip on our second pizza. So this first pizza up here, I actually just want some raw onion. I know I'm not using a cutting mat, and I probably should, but there we go. All right, so we're just going to use some raw onion on there. And then I'm going to dig out that ham. And get that ham in there. All right, so I promise our pizzas are almost done, ready to go into the oven. All right, let's get that ham out of there. Okay, out comes our ham. So our veggies are all nice and caramelized. We're going to get them onto our pizza here. And like I said, they're not overly cooked. They're just, well, the mushrooms are brown, which is a good thing. I like my mushrooms brown. But the peppers are still tender. They've still got a bit of a bite, a crunch to them. All right, so in that goes. So there's our buffalo chicken pizza. All that one needs is some, all this one needs is some cheese on top. We're gonna take this one, and I'm just gonna use this knife because that's what's here. And I'm just going to slice it down. And we're going to pop this on our pizza. Okay. So, now I could take my time and make this really pretty, but this is probably lunch tomorrow. One will be lunch tomorrow, one will be dinner tonight. Or one will be dinner tomorrow night, depending on the day. So we've got our ham on there, and pineapple and red onion. Might as well put all of this on there because the only thing I probably will eat ham on is my pizza. Okay, so there's ham and pineapple and red onion on that one. So all that's left for these is some mozzarella cheese or some pizza cheese. So let's get that on there. And then we can pop them into a 425-degree oven. They're not going to take long because almost everything on them is cooked. Oh, we did forget one thing. Our pizza seasoning. How can I forget that? All right, so there is one. There is pizza number 2. Lots of cheese on this one because our 3 cheeses on the bottom. And there we go. Okay. Now, last but not least, the only thing left to go on these is our pizza seasoning. So we have our pizza seasoning. And we have these loaded up really well. So we're just going to shake on there some of our pizza seasoning. And that is it. So into the oven goes our 2 pizzas, our 2 heart-shaped pizzas. This is our ham, pineapple, and red onion into the oven. And here we have just our buffalo chicken with peppers, mushrooms, and onions into the oven. And we're going to set that for about 12 to 15 minutes. Just long enough for that cheese to melt. So after 12, I'm going to check it. And we're going to see how that comes out. All right, so in 30 minutes, we have pizza going into the oven, and yum. So dessert tonight, I have my brownies in the fridge from last night. I was just going to make up some of our chocolate pudding for us to put the heart-shaped brownies on top of. So we'll just do that quickly, and then I'll let you go. Hopefully by the time we're done here, our pizzas will be ready to come out of the oven, and I can show those off. All right, we just have a bowl. We have a 2-cup measuring cup. We have our whisk. So we have 2 cups of milk. Now the mousse that came in our Valentine's Day recipe book. You would do it the same way. You're going to make your chocolate pudding, put it in the fridge. You would then use some whipping cream with some summer berry dip mix and put that into and beat that up. Then you would put part of it, I'm not sure how much it is, it's like 1/4 into the pudding and mix it in, fold it in, and then fold the rest in, and then pipe it into parfait jars, and that's it, right? But instead tonight I'm going to use our chocolate pudding. I'm going to put it into our dessert dishes, our 1-cup prep bowls, and then I'm just going to, once it's done, I'm going to add a little bit of whipped cream on the top with some brownie, crushed up brownie in the glasses, and that is dessert. So nothing too fancy, something fancier than most days because it is Valentine's Day, and you can definitely show the love for a spouse or your kids or a parent or anyone. Pretty simple when you're doing a chocolate dessert. And the nice part about this chocolate dessert is it's made in minutes. It is lower in sugar. It's lower in sodium. You could use a non-dairy milk if you have a dairy allergy in the house. You could use a coconut milk. You can customize this in so many different ways, and it just takes a couple of minutes. You get a good workout with your arm when you're using your whisk. I have done this with my electric mixer, and to be honest with you, I prefer it with my whisk. I don't know why, it just seems to separate on me when I do the electric mixer. When I use my whisk and I take my time, it may take a minute or two longer than it would with my electric mixer, but that's it. It's ready to go into the bowls and into the fridge to be set up. That's it. So that's how quick this is. You just want to make sure that it's all come together, that your milk is, that chocolate is incorporated into your milk, which it definitely is. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to grab our dessert dishes. If I have any left. I have 2 left on the counter here. The rest are in the dishwasher, which has to come out. So I'm going to ladle this into our prep bowls, and then I'm going to pop it into the fridge and let it set up, just like you would with a normal run-of-the-mill pudding. And again, I'm just going to top this with my little chocolate hearts that I cut out of my brownies and some whipped cream. So that's it. That's dinner for tonight. Those pizzas are about 7 minutes, I think, away from being, yeah, they're just starting to melt, the cheese. So I am not going to keep you. I am going to sign off, and I'm actually just grabbing some more prep bowls out of the dishwasher. So I am going to sign off, and I'm going to take some pictures of the chocolate puddings when they're done, when dessert is finally ready. And I'm going to take some pictures of our pizzas when they come out of the oven, our heart-shaped pizzas, and that's a wrap. That's Valentine's Day as a wrap. I hope you've had a fantastic Valentine's Day. I hope yours has been extra special. And you can always cook with love on Valentine's Day. All right, guys, I will sign off, and I will see you. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I will not see you tomorrow. I will be back on Thursday, and we'll make something again from our Epic box. All right, have a wonderful evening, folks. Bye for now.